Do you love Another Round? Well, did you know that you can listen to us on Spotify while still enjoying your favorite tunes? It's easy. Just look for the podcast section within the Browse tab on your mobile device or simply search for your favorite shows. To find more podcasts, head to spotify.com/podcasts. Another Round is also brought to you by Blue Apron. Create delicious home-cooked meals with fresh ingredients delivered right to your door. Get your first 3 meals completely free with free shipping when you go to blueapron.com/another.
Hi, everyone. I'm Heben.
And I'm Tracy.
And welcome to another round with Heben and Tracy.
Yay, 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 yay. Woo, woo, woo. We are back from vacation.
Yes. Sun-kissed.
Yeah. Brown and serve.
All right.
I stole that from my friend Nakia. But I love it. Hey, girl, hey. What is up on the show today?
Well, America's still burning, but
what else is on the show
we have
today?
friends of the show, Eddings and Brittany Luse from The Nod.
Our booze.
Yes. I'm so excited to talk to fellow Black podcasters.
Yeah. Just
People
see,
are
like, what
always
their
asking me
experience
for,
is like.
like recommendations. What y'all doing?
I'm like, I don't know.
Listen to Brittany and Eric.
Yeah.
We had them for like a sliver and we had a black-ass time.
Yeah, and it was great. We talked about everything. We talked about reality TV.
Yes.
Talked about spades.
Obviously.
And other such Black things. Homecoming. It's going to be a good time.
Howard homecoming, not just homecoming.
That's true.
The blackest homecoming.
Be Pacific on that one.
It's what Drake would want.
Yeah.
So we're so excited to have fellow podcasters in this dude. Fellow friends of the show.
Yeah. It's not often that we invite other podcast professionals in the studio.
It's true.
Well, we appreciate this opportunity.
Welcome, Brittany and Eric.
Yay!
Hey,
So
nice to be here.
if y'all don't know, they have the hit podcast, The Nod.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't pay you to write it that way.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I was like,
Oh, wait. No, it was in
Take
the
it.
contract that y'all signed. Every time we say the nod, we get $10.
the, even
like
the part
that.
that we underlined it and bolded.
Oh, we'll hash that out later.
Okay, so y'all are doing The Nod at Gimlet.
Yes.
The Nod is a show about Black culture.
Yes.
How do you start?
Well, how do we start? How does
Wow.
Black culture
Yeah, I was
begin?
like,
Yeah. I mean, it's so
It all goes
vast.
back to one woman in Africa.
Shout out to Lucy.
All right.
You know she's Ethiopian.
No, but we're always looking around for stories about, Black folks and Black culture that we can kind of amplify and tell that hopefully says something bigger about life and what it's like to be
Y'all
Black.
are not new to podcasting.
No, we've been doing
no.
this for. Well, it's funny because people are like, "How long have you been podcasting?" I'm like, "Oh, 3 years." People look at me like,
You done
my
had 7
child's
jobs.
Exactly. People are like, "My child has been playing violin longer than you've been podcasting." But in podcast years, though,
That's
That's
long.
a lot.
That's a smooth 10.
Yeah. And
a lot.
10 in the trenches.
Yes.
We was in the shit
Yes,
for 10 years.
we were.
Talk
That's
about
crazy. Yeah.
So, For Colored Nerds is an independent podcast,
Yeah.
very different from what you were doing with Gimlet now.
Yeah.
Yes. So For Color Nerds was kind of a podcast we started about roughly 3 years ago. And initially it was just meant actually just to help us become better friends.
Yes.
We were like,
I know. We're like, we should spend more time together.
I love that.
So wait,
careful what you ask for.
was the
I'm just
friendship in peril? Or y'all were just like, this is a good friendship. Let's do more things with it.
We didn't live. Well, no, I think. Well, okay. So Eric is one of those people. He needs to see you.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't like the phone.
He doesn't like the phone. No
Or
text.
texting.
Oh, you're one of
He's
those.
very much like.
I too identify. Yes,
like,
like in person.
Exactly.
Heaven, wait, what? This is not a true statement.
Yeah, it is. Don't hit me with the mile long emails and the chats.
Yeah.
Let's just interact in person.
Eric don't want no emails, no
I don't
chats,
want
no
any of
phone
that.
calls. He's just like, it's like you have to come. I think actually what he used to
You
do is
see me
come
when
to
you see
your
me.
house.
Yeah.
And you also didn't always like people in your house either. 'Cause
No,
that
I
was
didn't.
its own.
The thing is, I like experiences for managed amounts of time.
Uh-huh.
So it's like,
Okay.
hey,
Yeah.
Yes.
come have let's eat together for 3 hours and
Yeah.
then go somewhere else or do something else with other people. So I would be like, hey, Brittany, let's find something that we could do for a set amount of time
Yes.
and do that.
You're
Wouldn't that
already
be a
thinking
fun
in
way?
segments. You're
Yeah, I'm already thinking in segments.
You know?
The thing about making a podcast though is it is. I mean, I think aside from building an arc from scratch, podcasting is one of the most time-consuming things that you can do. But yeah, it's hard when it's just two people or you have a very small team, limited resources, and people have real full-time jobs that they have to do outside of the show.
Yeah.
It's like we were getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I would get up at 5, work from 5 to 9, shower, go to work from 10 to 6 or whatever, work on the show for a couple hours after work, depending on what had to be done.
It
was like, it was a hustle.
But working at Gimlet, I definitely say like now we have like a team of people. If we have an idea and we need some help bringing that to fruition, we have like 5 other people to talk to. Well, that counts you. I don't know. But, we have other people who we can talk to like make it happen, which is really nice. And also just like pie in the sky things. Like we can do more stuff that like we just wouldn't have had time or even just know how to like figure out how to do. We can like have a crazy idea.
So what are some of those things people can expect to hear on the show? Like, what do you guys talk about?
Give
them a taste, a little sample.
Let's see.
Make them pay for the rest, though.
Too bad the show's already free.
Hit them with the shoulder. Hit them with free shoulder.
Well, we've had episodes about a lot of different things. We had an episode recently about do-rags. By the time this episode comes out, we had an episode recently about barbecue.
Yes.
And about like this guy who does historical interpretations of like what it's like to be a slave who like cooks in the antebellum South as like a means of teaching people about culinary history and slavery and their heritage. Yeah,
it's fun.
It's
actually really fun.
I mean, the guy, he's a beautiful talker. He's the best. I'm obsessed with this man.
I really enjoyed the Zane episode. The episode about it kind of just started off as like a feeling of wanting to like break down all your weird feelings about sex, but then I was like, ooh, we getting personal real quick. I was like, oh, snaps. And then it became a sort of larger conversation about where in pop culture do you even find healthy conversations about sex or bodies or whatever. So y'all pointed me to this YouTuber. I love her.
Oh, Glamazon Tayomi.
She out here doing the Lord's work.
She is. Glamazon Tayomi. That woman is a star. She's a genius.
Who is she?
She is this YouTuber that she does a lot of things. She is, as she would say, what did she say? She's like a one-woman
sex expert, social media
maven, journalist. She does everything. But she has a blog and she primarily has a YouTube channel where she gives sex advice. She does Q&A. She does sex toy reviews. But I'd say the most compelling thing that she does, the thing I think where she's really made her name, is she does sex position tutorials while wearing lingerie or a bathing suit. She'll simulate
just a very like earnest, helpful
breakdown.
This is how you do the surfboard.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how Eric found it.
I mean, somebody sent it to me. I mean, I'm out here.
Just for his child.
Kid had to get in somehow.
Daycare, so
You got some time, space, and opportunity. I'm not mad.
But no, she does these tutorials and like they're not like raunchy at all. It's like very practical information, but she's like fun. She's like she has a shower cap on.
Yeah. Yes, I'm in. You buried the lead.
She's the best.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I recommend it.
I thought it was an interesting thing to like start with. I don't know. I'm always curious, like,
Yeah, like conversations about sex are like one of the only things that I struggle with on this show, strictly because my mother listens. Like
we both do not really bring it up.
I swear. Before I started this show, I'll be on Twitter kind of wilding out, like, oh shit. And now I'm just like,
still, but
I mean, a little bit, but like, talk to us about the decision to do that so quickly in the season.
I mean, to be honest, we didn't even really think about that was actually something we were flirting around with from our pilot.
Yeah.
The thing that we knew we kind of really wanted to like break down was like we get a lot of really messed up and fucked up information about sex from teenage years like all the way into adulthood. And, there are amazing people out there like Glamazon Tayomi who have really been putting in work to like counteract that. And so, I mean, I think for us, like there was a little bit of hesitation because like my mom, Lord, like we can't have those conversations either.
Okay, talk to me. Like, did your mother listen to the show?
My mom listened to the episode. She was like,
she did?
Yeah. She was like, well, okay. Like,
see, that was when we were producing that episode. My mom was like, because there was a point where we were thinking about interviewing women of different generations who had read Zane's work. My mom was like, if you need me to read it, she's like, I will help you.
My favorite part was
really?
where Brittany was like, I asked the gaggle of black girls in Brooklyn.
The gaggle.
And then she went and got like Man on the Street tape.
Yes.
I live for just tape of black girls talking to each other,
Oh my God.
especially about Zane.
Oh my God. It was wild because it was like me and a producer that Isabella Kulkarni who worked with us on the pilot, and we were getting toward the end of what we needed to get together for the pilot. This tape is from like almost the winter time, and we were getting toward the end. They were like, you know what, we really just need some other voices. Why don't you guys go out to Fulton Mall today? And I was like,
You really just got a gaggle of
Yeah.
brown
yeah.
girls.
And I went out to, and it was crazy because like when I don't know if have y'all done Man on the Street type of stuff? Where
We
you go-
have.
Yeah, and a lot of times people are
really
like,
hard.
We've done
don't talk
white
to me.
man on the street stuff, so it was extra hard.
Yeah.
It was
It
terrifying.
feels like they feel like that's a trap. But yeah, no, so it's like, all these black women, and they're already like, this is some bullshit. You just see in their faces, this is some bullshit. And then I'm like, I was like, I told them, I was like, I'm going to ask you some questions. It's going to be about literature. And they're like, okay. And then I was like, are you
hit 'em with the
familiar?
literature.
Right. I'd have been like, oh no, I don't have time for
Right.
this.
And then
I don't
was
fuck
like,
with Jane Eyre. You would have lost me.
Exactly, but then I brought up Zane, and they were like, "Oh yeah!" And then all of a sudden, their body language changed, their facial expressions changed. They had stories. Oh my God! The woman with the big toe who said that she pulled her husband's big toe. She's like, "Yeah, I had 3 kids off of that." I was like, "She's
Wait,
like, you should do it." I
she
was like,
pulled- I'm
"I
sorry,
don't
wait a
do
second.
that."
So,
This part also got
Somebody
me.
big toe when she
Yeah.
had babies.
Yeah, she said when you're riding on top. It depends, I think, on the length of your partner's legs and your height, your
Right.
arm
Their
span,
toe
wingspan.
situation.
some
et cetera.
dynamics in
Right,
play here.
right.
Exactly. But you reach back when you're riding on top cowgirl. You reach back and you pull the big toe when they are at their climax.
What does that
And-
do?
Well, she said on the tape.
Allegedly
she said,
something.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said something ecstatic.
Yeah.
But she got pregnant. Maybe it boosts fertility for everybody.
So I need to never touch niggas' big
Yeah.
toes, but I just heard that that's what that does.
Stay away from the feet.
Keep them socks on, player. Them Nike slides too. Just keep them on. Matter of fact, where the Tim's at?
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can't wait to listen to every single thing you guys make.
Thanks.
Every episode of Another Round is now available on Spotify. I know what you're thinking. Wait, Spotify has podcasts? Spotify did what now? Okay. Your place for all things music now has the world's most popular podcasts. To stream Another Round on Spotify, open the app, tap Browse, and look for us in the podcast section. Follow us and all your favorites to get new episodes in your library as soon as they drop. For more, head to spotify.com/podcasts. Support for Another Round comes from Blue Apron, the country's #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service. And to quiz me on a couple of ingredients, my BuzzFeed colleague Tyler has placed in front of me 2 of the most common ingredients. One is salt and the other is sugar. And right now, I'm going to try to tell which is which just by looking at them. Okay, so I'm examining spoon number 1. It's got a white grainy substance in there. It looks kind of powdery though. So I'm going to look at the other spoon. Less powdery. I'm going to wait. I thought I knew. This is hard. Okay, so I'm going to taste the one that I think is sugar. And I am. I was right! Yay! Blue Apron knows you're busy, so now they're offering 30-minute meals. These meals are made with the same flavor and farm-fresh ingredients you know and love, and they're ready in 30 minutes or less. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals for free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/another. That's blueapron.com/another. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
So I want to give the people a chance to get to know you better, see where y'all are coming from, what your terrible opinions are, et cetera. Let's get into a few more random questions.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so right now, taking a knee is all the rage, right? It's
not all the
it's the new
rage.
thing that the millennials are into.
Causing rage.
We're
is-
causing rage.
Yes.
Yes. So let's pretend for a moment that the 2 of you are football players in the NFL. Big deals. Anthems popping off, right?
Right.
You decide you're going to protest. How do you protest? Example, I would twerk. clearly, as like just like in the middle
befitting.
of it. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
You know?
And
And that's my
stretchy
resistance.
pants.
Yeah, you know?
Oh,
just
yeah,
like start
that's
stretching as soon as like the cymbals start and shit, and then just like pop, 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 pop. So, what would you do on the sidelines during the anthem?
Zumba.
Okay,
Because like, well, no. The thing is, I've never actually tried it, but like that seems like a good opportunity. One, like I get a little
down to try
exercise. You know,
It's a warm up before
it's
the
a
game.
warm up. You know,
Yep.
yeah.
Get the joints nice and limber. Okay.
Get the juices flowing. So
Zumba.
Zumba. I
Okay.
feel good about that.
Brittany, what about you?
I've been doing a lot of Harlem Shakes recently in my household. I have no
Bring
clue.
it back. Bring it back.
Yeah, neither
Fuck it up,
I
fuck it
can't
up.
dance. Exactly. Fuck it up. Yeah, I can't dance at all. My partner, he and we are not the best of dancers. But the Harlem Shake, it's taken me half my life,
Yeah.
over half my life.
But you made
But
it.
now, you know what I'm saying, I could do a little bit. So I'll probably do the Harlem Shake a little bit.
That would
It'd
be
hard
very
with the
befitting.
shoulder pads though. and the
Yeah.
helmet.
Yeah.
You just have to do what you can do and just
Yeah.
trust God to convey the rest of it.
That's
I
true.
think it would happen.
That's true.
I would also try to get everybody else to do the electric slide with me. Like, come
Yeah,
on, y'all.
right?
Come on. Y'all know how to do it.
Or wobble or something.
Oh, the wobble.
Yeah. A
Cupid
Cupid shuffle.
Yeah.
A Detroit hustle, maybe.
Ooh, hey.
Come on. Okay, so I understand that I'm not the only person among us who likes trashy reality TV.
Yes, I'm a big fan. Very big
Okay,
fan.
God.
okay. What would your Real Housewives tagline be? Opening credits.
Ooh,
Brittany
this
got
is.
excited as well.
Yeah. Take a minute and
All right,
meditate
hang
on it.
hang on.
What do you like about the shows? I'm curious. Do you watch Brittany?
I watch less of them. Eric watches them more than I do.
I watch a lot.
I'm like more of an HGTV type of House Hunters type of person because I'm cruel and I love looking at the people's bad relationships. But Eric lives and dies.
I
There are
love
plenty
it.
of bad
Eric lives and
relationships on
dies.
Housewives too, though.
I feel so bare because the thing I have practiced is I have practiced my like intro look. But what would I say? It would be something like, "You come for the drama, but we're not going to the theater," or something like that.
Oh,
Something like that. I don't know. Feels about right.
All of mine are just crotchety and attitudinal.
Oh, wait, well, I want to hear
Yeah, you gotta
yours.
The only one I can remember is "Do you, but do it away from me."
That's great. Put that on a
That's
t-shirt.
really good.
Yeah.
That's really
That's
good.
it. That's how I feel like that's my aesthetic. You know, like fine, just away.
That's
just away
good.
from me. Heben, what about you? Do you have a?
Well, I'm a baby. That's how I enter every room.
Ooh, favorite R&B ad libs. I know it's a big question. Does any jump to your brain immediately
You can't go wrong with the ooh yeah. Ooh yeah.
with the Jodeci?
Yeah,
variety?
like Jodeci. Ooh yeah. Like
Something just came over, Tracy.
you got to get the face with that.
yeah,
Ooh,
you-
yeah.
because people don't know what you mean. The ooh yeah. They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no,
you
no,
gotta.
No,
No. Ooh yeah. Like what else?
I'm trying to think. I pretty much like anything that Keisha Cole does.
I'm not up on Keisha Cole.
Keisha Cole, hers are a little bit more guttural. Cause her voice, she doesn't have that kind of like. She's not like a tweet.
Yeah,
Or like, you know what I'm saying? She has kind of like that.
she got some substance.
Oh, never knew. Yes, I knew. You know what I'm saying?
That was amazing.
Wait, you gotta finish it.
That.
Oh,
That's
man,
what
that
I love.
happened.
I didn't even know what the lyrics. I didn't know the words to that song because she's. I love it.
Wow.
That was
I
wonderful.
forgot
That
about
was
song.
that was
That
something.
came out the year in college.
It was something.
What is an embarrassing fashion memory you have?
Oh, Eric, you should go first.
Ooh, shade.
I mean, most of my
No.
no.
probably-
That's actually.
Oh.
There was in school. You know, college is a transformative time.
Set some context for us.
right,
Where'd
so-
you grow up? Where'd you go to school?
Yeah.
What are
I-
your fashion inspirations?
What year is it?
What year is it? That's the
That's
best
the important
question.
thing.
Yeah.
I love
yeah.
that Brittany already knows the answers to all these questions. She just like, go ahead and tell them.
like
It's real dark. That was a subtle
ahead,
drag.
go
Y'all
ahead.
don't know it, but it was. No, so I grew up in Memphis, and you know, I from an early age, I've had a extreme like association and love for polo. And so it started out because in high school I was broke, so I could only afford like I get like one thing of polo boots like a
Yeah.
year, and like some T-shirts and like a couple polos here and there, nothing fancy.
Okay.
But once I got to college and I got that We went to Howard, and so like Howard is like known for like a bunch of people being like real fresh, whatever. So
Real extra.
yeah, it's a lot. Looking back, I was doing way too
People
much.
are just like dressed to the nines.
It's like DC
It's
though, right?
class.
Yeah, that
Everybody
is
dressed
DC.
like they got
Yeah.
a job, even if they don't. I think it's inspirational.
Did not. But I spent like half my refund check money on like polo clothes, and it was like just after Kanye like really hit.
Okay.
So I was having like two polo polos, and a polo t-shirt over it.
Oh,
It was bad.
no.
And I had a fake Jesus piece. It was real
No.
bad.
Yes, he
Did you have the little backpack though?
I didn't have the Louis Vuitton backpack because I was smart about my money.
Oh, okay.
But smarter. But I did have the backpack pulled up real tight.
Yes.
It was like
Like a real medium.
it was a dark time.
Oh man, the two polos.
And
Were
the
they
t-shirt
like
over?
pink and white?
They would be really bright colors, usually like an orange and like
purple,
a green. Yeah,
green.
purple. Yeah.
Yellow.
I was out here. Nobody told me.
Awesome.
Brittany, why you tell him?
Well, this is the thing is you have to understand. So this was like 2000. I met Eric in 2005. In 2005, I had several things going on. So I come from like a very white Jewish suburb in Michigan. So like the typical uniform there is you have your Ugg boots or your Birkenstock clogs, and then you have your hardtail yoga pants, flare yoga pants,
And your
that
pumpkin
fold over.
spice, no matter what time of year
flare
it
yoga
is.
pants.
Yeah, I had a couple of pairs of flare yoga pants, and then
my gosh.
you have on like some sort of like tight tank top that you got from Loman's for like $15.
Loman's?
where?
Sorry.
What is a Loman's?
Loman's. Oh my God, Loman's.
I don't know what Loman's is.
Loman's used to be the bomb TJ Maxx, but they closed it down a couple years ago.
shit.
Loman's is like
I
the shit like.
self-identify as a Maxinista. So
I saw you
me
at
more.
Nordstrom Rack. I saw you at Nordstrom Rack. Loman's was
we
Nordstrom
ran
Rack.
into each other in Nordstrom.
Yes, we did.
Tell it on yourself.
Yes, tell yourself.
Girl, you heard again?
Yeah, there's like, but Loman's was Nordstrom Rack before Nordstrom Rack was Nordstrom
okay,
Rack. Loman's was the shit. So yeah, you do that, and then I also had a lot of Juicy Couture sweatsuits.
Yes.
So it's like, what leg do I have to stand on? And then I moved to DC, and I had like this, like I was meeting all these people from all these different parts of the country. You know, I was looking at things on the internet. I still had like my suburban fashion sense. Mary Kate Olsen style was very popular then, so there were a lot of broomstick skirts and misguided beads, bad T-shirts, bad sandals, and also
It keeps going.
the big gumball necklaces also were really popular too. So like, and shirts with song lyrics. So I had, it was like,
Oh, dang,
well, no,
I
what
remember
she
that.
did at once.
Because she had her own struggles.
We're
Right.
struggling together. That's the reason why we're friends.
So
That
bad.
is beautiful. Listen,
So
with a
bad.
foundation like that, y'all gonna be friends forever.
I mean, even just to like bury those, even just to bury the photos, like it's bad. There were some dark days. I also used to have
man.
transition lenses. I got them.
About them transition lenses. I forgot about
I
that.
got transition lenses when I was 11. And the thing is, like when you're 11, that's fine. But like my
thought they
eyes,
were like
I was
dad
so
glasses.
afraid. I was so afraid to actually expose my eyes because the thing is, to sell you on the transition lenses, they're like, oh no, UV rays on your eyes.
Yeah.
It'll burn your corneas. You're gonna die. And so then I just kept them. I think I was maybe 21, 22 before I got non-transition.
Y'all don't
lenses.
So
understand.
from 11 to 22, you were wearing transition
half of my
lenses?
life up to that point. And you know what is wild? People had sex with me.
Did you keep them on?
Yeah, when you did it outside, what they get?
Yo, turn the lights
Hold on now. If you wear transition lenses, you do not have the type of lifestyle where you are having spontaneous outdoor sex.
I mean, you was always ready though, right? Like,
You stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. She was like, just in case it pops off at the park today.
Transition.
Look,
Oh man.
we've all traveled a distance. We've all
haven't
traveled a
we?
distance.
Whew.
Wow. Yeah, that was
Whew.
great.
I'm gonna need a.
Yeah. So we didn't have Glamazon Tayomi back then, as you could tell.
flying without a net. Like,
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we just mentioned Howard.
yes.
Homecoming time is maybe coming up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not long from now.
Yeah.
I feel
Do
like
you-
that's like y'all's Christmas or something.
Right. Ain't that HBCU Christmas?
You know,
See, the way my account had been set up.
Ain't no
couple
presents this
things.
year.
Well, my younger sister goes every single year, I think. But the thing about us going is like a lot of our best friends from Howard, like especially and for a time too, we all lived within like 3 blocks of each other. So it'd be like, why would we all spend money to go
go
down now
see
to
each
go
other
see each
again.
other again? Like, there's no.
Seen you
good-
yesterday.
Yeah, no.
So do you feel like it's a big thing because people come to like see their friends again? Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly have never been, so I don't know.
It's
I haven't
it's-
either. Maybe we should go.
You should go. You would actually have a good time. A lot of people, especially if you didn't go to Howard, like I think you'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Because like I mean, even beyond, and the thing is, try to find the house parties. The club parties will rob you blind.
Yeah.
But it's
1,000
just
bottles.
nice to be around like a ton of black folks. Like there's with no like. Everybody's not there for like something sad. You know, you're just all there to actually
Not
like
mourning for
be-
something.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like it's not a candlelight vigil.
Yeah, no
Word.
marching.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's just a lot of parties, a lot of like, just like chilling and catching up and like, oh, you're black. Oh, you're black too. Oh, let's kick it. Let's have fun. Like,
That's
it's
what
just-
I wanted all through my college career,
Yeah.
and I never had it. It's
sorry,
not a
girl.
thing. It's okay.
Oh, it sounds fun.
Yeah, we're gonna
It is
need guides, so you two must also come. Okay,
yeah.
great. So you are going to engineer the greatest spades / Uno / whatever black card game you enjoy playing. I personally do not play spades.
I don't know.
Because I don't
how
want to
else.
lose any
No one's ever
friends.
taught me before.
Ooh, so she's currently
Y'all wanna talk this
looking
out?
daggers.
I mean, the thing about this though, okay, let's just do this. Because,
What happened?
Oh,
so
Ain't nothing happened.
I know how to play spades. I enjoy playing spades. But Brittany always wants to learn like at the spades
Well, no,
function.
you can't
Like,
learn at the spades function.
You
The thing is, though,
it's gotta be a low stress
He's
environment.
not gonna
Yeah.
teach me outside of the spades function.
Why are you not gonna teach
I
us?
would. I honestly
No.
would. The thing is, I don't want
No.
to teach you at the spades function because that means you have to be my partner and we'll lose.
Yeah.
And I don't want either. I don't
wanna
want that
be
to
your
happen
spades
to
partner.
either of
I want to
us.
play against you at spades.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm happy with that. If that's the case, I'll
Oh,
teach
no,
you
now
at the
we
spades
definitely
function.
So you're engineering the spades function.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can invite any black person, living or dead.
Am I inviting the table or just my
The table.
partner?
You're inviting the table. And of those table invites, who is your partner?
There's 3 people, right?
Living or dead?
Either.
Okay. One, Wendell Pierce.
Ooh.
choice.
Friend of the show. Wendell, you
Yeah.
Wendell Pierce, he just seems like a real cool, regular black man who who knows how to talk shit. I guarantee he knows how to talk shit. And
I
he
feel like
seems
that has to be a yes.
yes. And I think he could probably bid very well in secret because of the acting ability. You have to be able to like hide what's actually in your hand.
You gotta
But
move in silence. Like,
Exactly. Yeah. But he's a what do you call it? A thespian.
yeah.
So, he'll be able to say, I have 2 books. Oh, that's underbidden. But anyway, but still, you get what I'm saying. So maybe
Okay.
Wendell Pierce is one.
Uh-huh.
Ruby D keeps coming to mind.
That's a good one. That's a
I
good
think
one.
she also can be saucy, but also like it just seems like good conversation. But I'm thinking more of her as like Ruby D in like Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
Mama Sister. Ruby
Okay.
D as Mama Sister.
Okay. Okay.
Could play spades with. Let's see. Who else?
I like this lineup so far. Brittany, got any thoughts? You can also cast your spades function as this is happening.
My grandma, she passed away before I was born, but 2 things that I hear about her that make me feel like, number one, she was a barmaid. That was her job. She was a barmaid, and she used
Barmaid, I
to
love
carry
that word.
a blade in her bra.
Yes.
She could
Wrapped
definitely
up
be at
in
the spades.
so
She's ready for the fallout.
yeah.
from the spades
So
party.
she used to carry a blade in her bra, and let my auntie tell it, my grandma was built like a brick shit house. So I'm like that. Definitely, I want to have my grandma there. Fred Sanford.
Yes. Another solid choice.
I feel like he knows
Yeah.
what's up.
Fred Sanford, not Red Fox. Fred Sanford.
Fred Sanford.
Okay.
Specifically, Fred Sanford.
Okay.
And then
But he gonna fake a heart attack in the middle when he's not doing well. He's gonna
Sometimes
leave it
that's
alone.
I was
opportune.
gonna say. I was
You know
gonna
what?
say.
Fair.
There we go. And then Regina Hall.
Yes. Good choice.
Ooh, Yeah. Yeah.
That
Okay.
would be fun. See, now I want to go, and now I'm sad. 'Cause I
Let's
can't.
send out some invites. You know, if
Yeah.
any of the
We'll work
above
on
are
this.
listening,
Jesus,
There
put it out there.
just put it out there. Okay. I would like to throw in maybe Jack A. Harry. I feel like she's
Yes.
Oh, Jackie.
I'm so in love with
yes.
Jack A. Harry. I can't play spades, but I would learn.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Saeed Jones, aka The Ferocity on Twitter.
And I'm Isaac Fitzgerald, aka Isaac Fitzgerald on Twitter.
And we are the hosts of AM to DM.
It's a new live daily show from BuzzFeed News that you can watch Monday through Friday right in Twitter.
Okay, so here's how it works. On AM to DM, we are all about news you can use.
What is Trump feeling? How is that relationship?
Is he sending Trump like you up texts in the middle of the night?
Conversations you want to join.
Who has not looked at porn?
Who has not accidentally liked a tweet?
Yeah, I just think it's kind of weird he's looking at it on Twitter of all places. I prefer to just look at the apocalypse on Twitter.
And giving you info you need to go out there and kick ass every day.
So start your day with us on AM to DM from BuzzFeed News.
Only on Twitter.
It's like a podcast for your eyes.
Isaac, just stop.
Before we let y'all out of here, because we know that you're super important people with super important things to do, we would like to play a few quick rounds of Good for the Blacks.
Oh, yes.
Good for the Blacks, if you're unfamiliar,
It's an excellent segment.
is a fun little segment game in which we discuss. I'm saying we like it's our idea. This is y'all idea. This is from the Nod.
Are
good.
you unclear?
That sounds.
For today, it's all of ours.
We culturally appropriated your segment. So we're gonna give you a couple of categories, a couple of things. We decide whether or not it's good for the Blacks. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Casseroles. Good for the Blacks or no?
To me, I think that Black people we improve upon so many foods. Do you know what I'm saying? There's so many foods that we improve upon that
Right.
if Black people were to take over, if after the race war pops off,
Yes.
we somehow are able to get casserole. Casserole would be the shit. And so I think that casserole is good for the Blacks.
Okay, that's a yes.
The thing that makes me hesitate is I've had some improvised casseroles.
Where it's like, what's in the fridge? Just get this tuna, let's get these peas.
Yo, look, tuna peas with the potato chips on top is not bad if you got Laura's.
God. Yeah, I mean,
You can't be made by a white person, though. If you have a Black person make you tuna casserole, the shit is delicious.
I'm just saying, I've had a couple
I feel
go-rounds
so
where I was like,
skeptical.
But
Yeah.
I think I overall agree with Brittany that if we owned it as if the culture owned casserole,
Right.
like more definitively, that it would definitely be good. And the personal decision of whether or not to like take the plate and just flip it real quick in the trash,
Yeah, yeah.
so that you can't see what you threw away, is always available to me.
That's true. That's
So-
true. So if it's not hitting, you still got to easy
Yeah,
out.
you know, that little quick. Oh,
Don't let the auntie see.
yeah, I'm ready for another
Like,
plate.
this was good.
Yeah.
So
It's time for
hungry.
dessert.
Lift my plate clean. Yeah.
I would like to suggest that casseroles are good for the Blacks because they're fucking delicious when they're done right.
Yes.
True.
I enjoy a casserole.
I don't know if I've ever had like a good one
Oh,
or a bad
girl.
one. I don't know if I've had a
I've
casserole.
only had casserole. Yeah.
Today we learned that Heben has
Like,
never
sounds
had a
like
casserole.
You've never
You
had
know the dirty.
I've had it like 3 times.
DJ on my base. It's mayo based.
There are
Doesn't have
so
to
many
be.
different
Always.
ones. Listen, a sweet potato casserole will change your life.
Okay.
Really? I've never had that. That sounds
listen,
good.
I will one day. It's like the one thing I can cook. Got y'all. Good for the Blacks. Kevin Hart. I want that to be my ringtone.
Kevin.
Pregnant pause, if you will.
Yeah. Oh man, I see what you did there.
Don't allow it. Don't allow it.
It has been allowed.
The
Yes.
thing about Kevin Hart is that he so much feels like a family member that you're always just like the family member where you go up to like their partner, like their boyfriend or girlfriend, and be like, look, no matter what happens between y'all, you can always come visit. Like, you know what I mean? Like Kevin Hart feels like where you love him and he comes to Christmas and Thanksgiving, he always got y'all cutting up. But then, you know what I'm saying? But then you have to hear about some bullshit that he did and you're like, God damn it.
He seems like his name is Jerome. Like his name should be Jerome. Jerome, really?
I can see that.
What were you thinking?
Kevin is
Just
good for
something.
Kevin.
I mean, I think here's the thing. I think overall, Kevin Hart, he gave us Soul Plane.
Wait, is this? Are you saying this in his defense, or
That-
is this?
That I
gotta
take
weigh
that as
pro or
defense.
con
I
column.
take that as
Really?
That is, it's a little bit of both. Soul Plane, if you really go back, like no.
I'm done. I
Hear me
already
out.
rejects
Hear
the
me out.
premise.
Rule not allowed. Okay, I'll listen. I'm gonna let
is-
you
I've never
land.
seen Soul Plane. Talk
It
to me.
is ridiculous, and there's a more than very strong argument that should never have been made, but it was made, and
That's true. You can't go back. You can't go back.
You
can't
can't
turn back
unmake
time.
it. What you
can't
gonna
turn
do?
back time.
And it is so over the top that after a certain point, I say probably about like 45 minutes in, you're just like, I'm just gonna let you cook. I'm just gonna see where you can take this. Like, after the plane bounces on hydraulics, like there's nowhere to
Where
really
else can
go.
it go? You
But,
know, that's the rest of the movie.
So anyway, I mean, I think it's that one is a little harder to judge, but I think overall Kevin Hart has, if nothing else, kept a lot of black folks working. He does love to blow his life up,
Oh my God! Like
He does.
every week.
He's working on it.
but it's more just his life. So if you wanna wreck his marriage,
Good for the blacks, Badger himself.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
I actually might land on the same thing. Bad for anybody who's married to him. But good for a laugh.
Good for the culture.
Yeah.
I saw Kevin Hart at like 5, 6, 7 years ago. Like he was still
I did
touring
too.
colleges.
Hilarious.
My face hurts.
I could not feel like
Right.
most of my like skin afterwards.
He's
I was
that
laughing
funny.
hard. Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
he made me laugh. So
we make very well informed
Yes.
decisions on the night.
Made me
journalist.
laugh that one time.
Yeah,
So he good. He good.
journalist.
Where can people find you and your work, Miss Luce?
You can find The Nod Show at The Nod Show on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Or the name of the show is The Nod. You can find it wherever you find podcasts. I am at BM Luce, Luse, pretty much everywhere. So if you're looking for me, that's where I am.
Okay.
Typically Twitter. Don't look for me on Facebook because I don't really use Facebook like that. So it'd be a waste of time for everybody. And that's about that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm Eddings on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram, but it's just me. It's private. So
Yeah, we found it earlier. We were like, how are we supposed to prepare for this interview if he's not going to let us
Also,
into
his
his
Instagram
life?
is not that spicy.
It's
Like you
just-
don't post
yeah.
that much content.
No, it's just me.
You got no
It's just
sauce on
me
there?
like having fun with my kids. Like it's
Oh,
like
you
boring.
don't post
It's real
often
corny.
enough. Like Carla, like Eric's wife, she is fire on Instagram.
She is.
She kills.
I know.
She kills it.
I don't know how she does it. We have the same phone. The pictures look different. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that.
Everybody check out The Nod. Everybody follow Brittany and Eric on all the
Yes,
things.
a joy, a
except
delight.
Facebook and except for Eric's Instagram.
Yeah, don't do that.
Thank y'all so much. Please
Thank
come
you.
You
back.
guys, for
This was
having
so
us.
fun.
Yeah, this is great.
Yay.
Love it.
I missed them already. No,
I
they just left.
know.
We probably still have time to like run out and follow them onto the street.
Come back.
And like grab onto their legs. Be like, no. Thank you so much to Brittany Luse and Eric Eddings, co-hosts of the Gimlet podcast, The Nod. Shout out to the Pod Squad. This episode was produced by Nina Patuk and Agaranesh Ashagre with editorial oversight from Eleanor Kagan and production support from Julia Furlan and Alex Laughlin, all fine, upstanding human beings. Thank you to our in-house musicians, Miss Jean Gray. You can follow her on Twitter at Jean Greasy. And Don Will of the Almighty Tanya Morgan. You can follow him at Don Will. And as always, thank you to the Sizzle for our dope-ass New Orleans bounce remix of our theme
life
song.
changer.
Follow Heben on Twitter. She
I be
tweets
tweeting.
at Heben Rant.
Occasionally.
But every time you do,
Aw.
it's a gem. I tweet, on the other hand, way too much. About 2 of them will be decent in a day. You can find those on Twitter at Brookie McPoverty. You can email us at Another Round. You can Twitter us at Another Round. You can Facebook us at Another Round. All of the things at Another Round.
You can still nominate us for a Nobel Peace Prize.
At Another Round. You can also rate us on iTunes and tell a friend. You can also subscribe to the newsletter. The newsletter is so good.
Y'all be having all the links.
I know, so many
Such
links.
a good time.
You can do that at BuzzFeed.com/AnotherRound/newsletter. Drink some water, take your meds, call your person,
Yes.
call your therapist if you need to.
Yes.
If you're just having like a tough time in between appointments, you need a little tune up.
Woo-hoo, a tune up.
Get you a tune up.
I would also like to add, take your own advice, friend.
Me?
No.
Oh, I was like, what am I not doing with my
Imagine,
life?
friend.
But just in general,
Take your own advice. Be
like
as kind to yourself as you would giving advice to a friend you care about.
the advice you would give to a friend.
Yeah.
That's the advice you should give to yourself.
I don't be doing that at all.
You know what I advise us to do? Let's go eat some cheese.
Oh!
That's what I want.
I thought it was going to be about advice, but no. Just cheese.
Bye.
Bye.
Google Liam Neeson naked or Liam Neeson
really?
penis.
Wait.
Yo, it's out there.
Those are 2 things I did not expect either to be what you said.
I didn't either.
It's it's like internet legend.
Yeah, I
you
believe
know?
that.
And it's, there's some scene of him in a movie and it was like full frontal and he's running and it's just like, blah, 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 just like.
Y'all didn't see
bobbing
it,
down the
or is it swinging from
support.
side
It was
to
like,
side?
it was like swinging.
Oh, interesting.
Bloop, like a game of pong. Next question.
Stop it. We're moving on.